afternoon, good evening. I am your host, Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Guys, today's story comes out of Gwinnett County, Georgia. Okay, and the title reads, Gwinnett homeowner fights back against trio of home invaders, leaving one dead and two more charged. Now, guys, before we get into this story, if you guys wouldn't mind leaving a like, leaving a comment, subscribe. Remember, we are on the road to a million, or not to a million, to 1,000. A million would be nice, but let's start with 1,000. 1,000 subscribers. And I know with your help, we can get there. So, if you guys wouldn't mind, also follow me on Twitter, Minds, and even Truth Social. So, guys, let us get into today's story.
New at 5, police are working to find the man who they say broke into a car outside a church, then pulled a gun on the car's owner. It happened last week at McKendree United Methodist Church on Lawrenceville-Swanee Road. Police say someone caught the suspect breaking in. He then ran off, but then he came back with a gun to get his phone that he dropped in the car. Police are still looking for him. A Gwinnett County home invasion turned into a shootout that left two suspects facing.
Okay, guys, so this was a different case here about a member at a church. This is the case coming up now that we're going to review.
Charges after the homeowner shot and killed their friend. Gwinnett Bureau Chief Matt Johnson's live at the jail. And Matt, police say this robbery attempt backfired on the suspects.
And one of those suspects appeared in front of a judge today. The other is here in jail, both facing charges for the death of their friend. Police say the homeowner that actually shot and killed their friend acted entirely in self-defense. This mobile home was the scene of a deadly shootout that police say began with the homeowner answering the front door.
He cracked the door and then they kicked it in.
Police say that homeowner shot and killed one of the 3 home invasion suspects that night, and now the 2 surviving suspects are in jail for the death of their friend.
Numerous shots were fired within the residence.
19-year-old Miles Costin appeared in front of a judge on Wednesday, accused of felony murder. 20-year-old Gino Hall is also in jail for murder after police say the homeowner they tried to rob shot and killed their friend.
He said that when they fired at him, he did return fire, and he believed that he struck and killed an individual.
Police say Costin and Hall were part of the crime that caused the death when they burst into the victim's home on Mountain Drive in Stone Mountain on April 23rd. The victim took himself to a hospital the next day with a gunshot wound and told police that a social media post may have attracted attention.
He posted approximately $20,000 in a video on his Instagram account.
23.
Guys, let's stop it there. So we got so many of these home invasions that happened all the time, okay? And if the point isn't driven home now that you should have a gun at your residence where you live, I don't know what you are smoking, what kind of Kool-Aid you are drinking, and what kind of soda that is not carbonated that you are having on a daily basis, because if you are at your home, and especially if you have loved ones. If you don't care about yourself, then that's a whole different conversation. But at least if you have loved ones, you should have a firearm in the home. I have multiple on each level, let me tell you, okay? But let me tell you this. Let's also say this. What is even alarming to me is that the case for keeping ammunition and your gun separate. No, don't do that, okay? You keep it loaded. Guys, I'm going to tell you, in a real self-defense situation, you have seconds from all of the ones that I've covered, from all of the ones that I look at that you don't see here, because there's a lot of material that comes out that I review and I discard it and I say, nope, not going to do this one, not going to do this one. But in almost all the cases, when they talk about it, and any self-defender, he will tell you, she will tell you, seconds count. So keeping it loaded, having a firearm at home increases your survivability. It buys you time. And in this case, 3 individuals, okay? Who knows what this individual was using, okay? Sometimes they don't get real specific on firearms, okay? But this begs the case for a high-capacity firearm. 3 individuals? You could shoot them multiple times and they could still be moving. And then you got 2 other jokers that you have to deal with, right? An AR-15 in this case would be perfect. Or maybe a shotgun. I just saw the John Wick movie. Okay, a shotgun with a with that what's that thing called? With the dragon's breath, right? Now you don't want to burn your home, so maybe you don't use that indoors. But man, shotguns are awesome. Okay, this would be a perfect case for one, and not just a pump shotgun. If that's all you have, that's fantastic. But man, if you can get a semi-auto shotgun, that's fantastic too. Man, giving somebody a chunk of lead that thick, it would be nice. A slug in the middle of his chest, he's not gonna get up. No way. This is the reason why you gotta be armed, ladies and gentlemen. 3 assailants. They killed one, and I gotta tell you, like I say all the time, we do not celebrate death, but we always will celebrate the ability to protect yourself. Let's move on.
3-year-old Leon Summers died at the home, and police say he was one of the suspects. Police say they searched Costin's car later and used technology to find he tried to wash away evidence.
They utilized that in the vehicle and located multiple areas and multiple items that indicated the presence of cleaned up blood.
Costin's attorney argues too much of the evidence is circumstantial.
There's no proof that my client was even on the scene of a home invasion, nonetheless shooting someone.
Now, guys, the lawyer has to do what he has to do, and I completely agree with innocent until proven guilty, or you know what I meant, okay? But I'm gonna tell you, once they find out that this guy was there and he did this, and they're talking about evidence that he was washing away, put this joker away for a long time, okay? Just get rid of him. Man, these people who do this, you go to somebody's home, Jesus Christ. And then we had the earlier incident where this joker at a church. Somebody tell me you shouldn't carry at a church. Somebody tell me. Let's hear the rest.
Now, Costin will remain here in jail after today's hearing. He's expected to request bond at his next court appearance. Live in Gwinnett County, Matt Johnson, Channel 2.
Well, guys, you hear it there. And let's see. I wonder if this particular, well, the details won't come out. The details should be out May 17th. But my goodness, this guy will plead. He will do whatever he can. And most of these jokers, especially if he's a teenager, will probably get out. Who knows if they're going to be charged as adults. But man, imagine if you are the homeowner and you did not have a firearm. They broke in, guys. They broke into that house. And the good guy, who is the homeowner, responded with a firearm. Perfect to the T. Guys, if good men don't have guns, what will we do? Okay? Good guys should always have guns. Good guys should have multiple guns. Good guys should have guns everywhere they can put them and be able to use them when a situation arises. But only in that moment, when you are in fear for your life, in fear for someone else's life, that's when you act. And you should have the tools to do so. So, if good men do nothing, there will be no good guys.